Whether you love them or hate them, influencers are here to stay. According to research from Business Insider, the influencer industry will be worth a jaw-dropping $15 billion by 2022. It was further researched that nearly 60% of millennials rely heavily on online reviews before buying something new, and 79% say they trust what friends share about products and services, compared to just 28% who trust advertisements or commercials. That means if you want your brand or product to succeed, you should probably start incorporating influencers in your future marketing strategies, in particular on Instagram. Hey guys, it's Cam here from Neighbourhood, where we help brands find, sell, and keep their people. Instagram is one of the more popular platforms for influencer marketing. Home to countless exciting creators with ever-growing numbers of followers, this platform continues to provide fresh ways for brands and social media influencers to meet, interact, and form powerful partnerships with brands. And while COVID halted or slowed down businesses across many industries, Instagram influencers simply adapted to the new normal by offering content that wasn't just promotional, but also informative and useful to stop the spread of the virus. It's safe to say that there are plenty of opportunities for Instagram influencers to thrive regardless of the external circumstances. Yet it's worth asking ourselves what the future of the industry might look like. What trends can we expect for the medium and long term? To find the answers to these questions, stay with us as we give you the lowdown on the Instagram influencer marketing and what their future holds. Let's get started. First on our list is new social media platforms. One of the biggest challenges for Instagram is the continuous emergence of new social media platforms like TikTok, which have the potential to win over many of its most influential creators. But how come new apps like Clubhouse and TikTok gained such a huge popularity this past year? Well, the coronavirus pandemic might have something to do with it. With people stuck indoors, all of a sudden there was a lot more time to get creative and inventive. This is just one of the main reasons why influencers swiftly jumped on the TikTok bandwagon. TikTok offers users the possibility to create and share to the point engaging short-form video content. Many influencers found this to be the perfect way to express themselves and gain a huge following. TikTok has continued to grow in popularity since the outbreak of the pandemic and is showing no sign of slowing down. But new social media platforms are not the only novelty in the influencer world. Fresh experimental forms of creating and sharing content, such as artificial intelligence-backed platforms and computer-generated influencers, are also gaining traction right now, and we expect to keep seeing this trend evolve in the near future. Number 2, nano and micro influencers. It's important to bear in mind that not all influencers are created equal. For example, take someone like Shay Mitchell. At the time of writing, the actress turned influencer turned entrepreneur has gained 30.7 million followers. Celebrity influencers like her are super popular on Instagram, but what's getting brands and users alike even more excited are the so-called nano and micro influencers. Who are they exactly? As the name probably suggests, these influencers only have a few thousand followers, but guess what? Their engagement rates are even better than those with millions of followers. Influencers with a smaller following feel more approachable, authentic, and relatable compared to the Shay Mitchells of Instagram. Because of this, users are more inclined to establish a connection with them, whether it be by commenting on their posts, sharing their videos, or even sending direct messages. So, what does this trend mean for brands then? Simply put, regardless of their influencer marketing budgets, brands will be able to leverage those popular micro accounts in their favor by establishing profitable partnerships and publicizing endorsements. Number 3 involves diversity, inclusion, and social causes. While most of us consider 2020 the single greatest life-changing year we've experienced in our lives, it was also the year where social activism, environmental awareness, and authentic inclusion began to shape more lives than ever before. Social media, and Instagram above all, were instrumental in taking complex discourses around race, equality, climate change, and gender violence and brought them into our homes in a way that no news report or other traditional media was ever able to do. Brands and influencers were quick to embrace this new global wave of activism. 2020 was the year that marked the powerful emergence of Black influencers and influencers from historically marginalized and discriminated communities. These creators began to share fresh, eye-opening content that forward-thinking brands immediately jumped and got on board with through successful projects and partnerships. While there is still a lot of work that needs to be done to ensure a fair and more equal world, it's worth noting that Instagram influencers and the brands that work with them are moving in the right direction. On to number 4, ongoing projects with brands. If one-off sponsored ads and posts were the name of the game in the past, the future of Instagram influencer marketing will more consistently veer towards stable, long-term projects between influencers and brands. The reasons are many, but the main one is, of course, money related. It takes a lot of time to finalize a sale, even with effective influencer marketing. So it makes a lot more financial sense to invest in longer-term partnerships with fewer, and more trusted influencers, as opposed to keeping opening new single contracts with a large pool of creators. So it makes a lot more financial sense to invest in longer term partnerships with fewer and more trusted influencers, as opposed to keeping open new single contracts with a larger pool of creators. Influencers, on the other hand, can capitalize on this trend by offering comprehensive and convenient packages that they can present to the brands that they would like to work with. Influencers are also finding it useful to join influencer marketing networks, which helps them to acquire more authority and close more deals with credible individuals and brands. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that bell so you can stay up to date on all our latest videos delivered every week to your inbox. Number 5, hyper-specialization of influencers. One of the reasons why Instagram influencers are so popular, both with brands and with consumers, is because they present and establish themselves as experts in a particular niche. It's this expertise, whether earned through time or talent or both, that drives user engagement and captures the interest of businesses. The boom of influencer campaigns has led to a more diverse range of influencers for companies to choose from. Influencers are expected to become even more specialized in 2021 and beyond. This hyper-specialization of their content is largely due to the increased competitiveness with the influencer marketing industry, marked by the emergence of those nano influencers that we were just talking about earlier. Hyper-specialized influencers will be able to attract brands that cater to particular niches. This new wave of influencers is also expected to use a slightly different language, as they are keener on presenting themselves as content creators, as opposed to Instagram influencers, or even internet celebrities. Next on the list is the option to collaborate among influencers. In 2021 and beyond, it is very likely that we will see more and more collaborations between influencers, particularly on Instagram and TikTok. Influencer houses, for example, have already become incredibly popular, which makes it plausible that other similar projects will continue to be launched in the future. After all, Instagram influencers need to see more return on their creative efforts and commitments, and teaming up with like-minded people through networks and communities can prove incredibly beneficial. Number 7, video content. This might not be surprising, but video content continues to be up there with the best and the most exciting digital marketing trends. In 2020, the number of Facebook users watched live video content doubled. Great videos have the power to create high levels of engagement, inform, entertain, convince audiences, and have long been one of the most effective marketing tools. What's new then? Well, not so much the content itself, but the way that it gets shared by Instagram creators. Collaborative live videos, for example, are all the rage at the moment, and this trend is likely to keep growing in popularity. Instagram itself has introduced new ways to create videos, such as with Instagram Reels, which allow influencers to gain more traction and reach out to a wider audience. The name of the game when it comes to video is authenticity. Showing real, unfiltered content is a huge trend right now, and brands are quickly getting on board to reap its benefits. This brings me to the final point: authentic, unfiltered content. As much as Instagram keeps pulling new, fun filters out of its basket to add to videos and images, influencers are steering towards a different direction: authentic, unfiltered content. From showing bodies exactly like they are to guiding followers through product tutorials in a fun, playful way, the atmosphere that authentic content delivers is relaxed, friendly, and approachable. Content that is presented as genuine and unfiltered has a much bigger pull with audiences. After all, humans are driven towards what feels similar, relatable, and familiar to them, whether it be a person or a product, or even a social cause. So why gloss it over and deliver content that looks unattainable and unnatural? Brands and influencers have understood this and are on a mission to offer content that levels with their audiences and speaks to them in a way that they understand, like, and relate to. For this reason, we can expect influencers to team up with brands that they genuinely love and appreciate, whether it be because they offer amazing products or for their social and environmental activism. By promoting brands in a way that feels real and not purely salesy, influencers have the potential to convince more followers to check out the brand that they are partnering with. To wrap up our list, we'll bring things full circle by reinforcing our original point: Instagram influencers are here to stay. As a result, Instagram users will keep being driven to discover new products and brands that truly resonate with them and respond to their specific needs and expectations. Authentic, unfiltered Instagram influencer marketing content leads to meaningful, useful purchases, and that's surely a win-win situation for influencers, brands, and consumers, right? If you found this video helpful, feel free to share it with someone who you know might need a hand with their influencer Instagram marketing. You can also subscribe to our blog, where you'll find a bunch more tools, tips, and templates to help you find, sell, and keep your people just like Neighbourhood does. So that's it from me. Happy marketing.